for the first time, homie.
Triathlon is a sport defined by facing and overcoming adversity. Two exceptional triathletes, Henri Schoeman and Mhlengi Gwala, are testimony to this. One, an Olympic medal winner, striving for Tokyo gold. The other, training for the African Championships as a para-triathlete. Both bound by the same goal, making the impossible something they did yesterday.
Triathlon is a window into your mind and into your heart. You come face to face with what you are and who you are.
Triathlon is about to pushing yourself. It's about to race hard, swim hard, bike hard, and run like there's a lion behind you, try to bite you.
It's all about just getting to the finishing line as best you can with everything you got.
They better let me in. Stand tall and have fear with no man. They better let me in.
South Africans are resilient and they're a really tough community, and they push through it. You know, they've taken this COVID thing in their stride. It's been unfortunate with the losses that we've had South Africa and worldwide. The last year has been quite dramatic for the events industry, and trying to get it going has been a long struggle. But fortunately, we've managed to partner and work with Sun City in getting this event going, and they've had the confidence in us, and we've had the confidence in them to actually stick by us and push through.
Well, I mean, it's obviously been decimating for us. You know, we were closed for 157 days, and for a resort that's been open 365 days, 24/7 for 40 years. So it's amazing to be standing here today and to start to see mainstream sport come back, particularly triathlon. We've had a long association as Sun International with triathlon, and it's the ideal venue. We sealed in, you know, nice and safe, great swim, open water swim, so really exciting. You know, we've got 1,300 rooms, 425 odd vacation club units of varying sizes. So in terms of hosting large-scale international sports events, you know, we're really well positioned.
For the athletes, it's been touch and go. You know, they haven't known what to do. The motivation has been very hard for them. A lot of guys have dropped the training, you know, dropped the coaching and things like that, and other guys have really picked it up, you know, depending on how self-motivated they can be.
Last year with the coronavirus, it was probably one of the worst things as an athlete to go through, because, you know, you prepare almost your whole life for the Olympic Games, and, you know, you're giving everything, you sacrifice so much, and then suddenly the postponement of the Olympic Games, races getting cancelled. So I lost out some opportunities to race the best in the world, you know, sharpen up where I want to be for the race coming up to Tokyo, but instead I'll be coming to Egypt and race Africa Champs, which will be my last elite race before the Olympics. But I just can't imagine, because, you know, as hard as that was for me, I can't imagine how hard it's been for you, Mhlengi, and what you've been through.
2018, it was a nightmare of my life. Since I started doing triathlon, I always wake up early, I get on my bike, I start rolling easy, just rolling easy until I get on the spot. That's how I start training. Then I'm going hard. So then there was a third guy came, stopped me, asked me where I'm going with broken English. I tell them that I'm training. Then they speak to themselves. They pull the gun, they point to me, and then they drag me to the bush. They grab me, they pull me down, and then they started cutting. So they didn't even spend like 5 minutes was so big. And then now when I'm trying to think back, the way they were doing, they were so, if I'm thinking, because if they put more pressure, they will snap everything. Then they decided to stop. They packed everything, they went. So I was lying down, bleeding. Then I said to myself, yo, if I'm lying here down, I won't see my kids anymore. So I have to try to wake up and try to fight and get on the road. I hop using this leg. It was cut here, but it wasn't that bad as this one. Then I get in the road. Then I let down 2 or 3 minutes. The security guard came, and then I waved. Eventually stopped because I was on my gear. I was on my helmet, everything was on. So and then he opened the door, and then I said, can you take me to the nearest hospital? We went inside, and then when I saw my leg, was like, I don't believe even today how I moved from the accident to the road, because I was bad. I was very bad. Like, it was very bad. For me, triathlon is life. So, to be honest, triathlon changed my life a lot. I was a track athlete before, and then through triathlon, everything changed. You tweeted first, then what happened to my leg, and then every triathlon community, they stand together to my accident, and then yeah, so it's.
No, like when I saw that, I was angry. I was angry for what happened, and you know, like, because you know we live so close together, and I see you all the time, and I see how hard you work, and for that to happen to someone like you, you know, I have to put it out there. It was the right thing to do. I got to a point where, you know, I had to put risk it all, like put my studies aside, go for the Olympics, and you know, like, fortunately for me, it paid off. And like you said, it's fun and it's exciting. Like, you get to, it's almost like a family that everyone is at the races and you know them, and it's like a get-together, you know. Giving up is never an option. No matter what happens, it's always pushing as hard as I can to make sure I finish the race as best as I can.
Yeah, Henry, you're right. My first race, using a prosthetic leg, so my stump was very sore. Like I was thinking of leaving the race. Then my man told me that I have to finish what I started. So I had to push harder, and then I crossed the finish line, and then I was happy.
Hey man, you're a breed of your own. You won the South African Para Triathlon Championships, your first race after your leg amputation, and you were strong and you won that.
Yeah, thanks, brother. It was hard. My goal now is to race in Egypt for African Championships. That will be my third race as a para.
And that's inspiring, man. Like, let's just keep pushing and keep going.
Of all the sporting codes, triathlon has a mantra, almost an ultimatum, a refusal to accept the status quo. The PTO is driven by the same energy, with new ways to deliver, broadcast and connect with the global audience, for the good of the professional membership and the future of the sport. In this instance, their commitment to support South Africa's efforts during the COVID-19 crisis, no one else has done it.
Various sports disciplines use Sun City as a biobubble. It's a great place to execute events, safe roads, safe running space, great place to train, and hopefully we'll see the sports campus coming to fruition in the back half of this year. And I think that's really going to be exciting, because we'll have some state-of-the-art training facilities and, in fact, game and match facilities. So we're really excited.
I think what Damien and his team have done here has been phenomenal. I think they've shown that we can do events and we can do them safely and we can do them incredibly well.
Triathlon is a very difficult sport, as we all know. It is an endurance event. It takes a lot of guts and sacrifice, and these guys have certainly put in the miles. We're particularly proud with Henri doing well in the Olympics in Rio, and also his more recent achievements, achieving gold at international level and at the Commonwealth Games. And Mhlengi, I mean, he's an icon. We know what he's gone through, and we hope that he's going to do particularly well at the upcoming event in Cairo, and hopefully he'll make it through to the Paralympics.
Sports just plays a big part of our heritage. And Sun City and Sun International, we want to be a part of that. We want to be at the forefront of that. I think puts us in good stead for the future.
This is the start of our 2021 series. So we've got Durban Ultra coming up 1st of August. And we've got Cape Town coming up in October. And our championship event is the Joburg Ultra in December.
So nice to have triathlon and racing back. And you raced the Sun City Ultra.
I was very happy to be back, and I'm racing pain-free now.
That's amazing. Like, it's super inspirational to me. And it's so cool that we're both going to Egypt for the African Championships.
So are you ready for Tokyo?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. I had one race in Yokohama, which is like 30 minutes from Tokyo, where we're going to be racing. Very good race for me. Like, I'm in the sweet spot. I didn't win it, but I made a slight mistake and I finished up 5th. But for me, that's a sweet spot. I'm still hungry for more, but I know that I can win it. And for me, like, I don't have a target on my back going into Tokyo. I think it's all about consistency. You just got to keep working hard be focused.
So, Henri, how you find the focus and the inspiration to start again?
You know, it's a good question, and it's extremely difficult because you kind of get to a point where you've reached with preparation and suddenly you need to just regroup, go right back to the start and start again. So for me, it's almost like a take two on the Olympics. With lockdown, you know, the challenges that it came about with being able to train, get to facilities, you know, in the initial lockdown, getting out of our house, you know, getting out, training. I learned a lot with that, and I learned that I can still push my capabilities with my running. I'm still improving, and I've got my running to such a level that I'm confident that I can win any race now.
Today is a victory. Today, we as South Africans celebrate the sport of triathlon. This serves as a rallying cry to all triathletes around the world, to all PTO members. We can do it. We can unite, strive and survive.
Tokyo is the biggest moment of my life for sure.
I representing South Africa, my country. We are one tribe.
We are Triathlon, and we are South Africa.